2, 1.
Alright.
Hold on.
I think about you every single day and night. I run to you when I'm trying to get my head right. It's like shit just ain't the same when you out of sight. Yeah, hip hop, I think I need you in my life. I think about you every single day and night. I run to you when I'm trying to get my head right. It's like shit just ain't the same when you out of sight. Yeah, hip hop, I think I need you in my life. You the reason why a nigga so lyrical. If you wasn't here to get my message, I'd be miserable.
Welcome back to the Pressure Podcast. It's your boy Share Lorenz, along with your host Greg J. In the Pressure Podcast, this is where we talk about today's current events from the millennial lens, meaning through the eyes of a millennial. Because things will differentiate at times. Today we've got a couple special guests. One most near and dear to my heart, Joe.
Hi.
And we've got a new friend of mine. I can already tell we're about to hit it off because I seem to surround myself with Geminis and Aries. So, Shy, welcome to the pod.
Hey.
All right, Greg J.
What's up?
Rose.
What's up? Hey, this is gonna be a good one.
Yeah, we got a spicy one for y'all today, boy.
Yeah, this is gonna be real good.
It's finna get spicy.
Pressure is being applied.
I like that. All right, we're gonna go ahead and dive right into it. We're not gonna waste no time. All right, emotional cheating versus physical cheating. All right. So, how we want to attack this?
Who wants to take the floor first?
Greg has so much to say. Go ahead, Greg.
Listen, me personally, I don't think emotional cheating exists. But, whatever. I'm willing to acknowledge that women think it exists. I don't think it. I think physical cheating is much worse than emotional cheating because emotional cheating, yes, physical cheating is way worse.
I do not agree with that. Nope.
Well, that's just it. Like, men were way more physical. Our partners are not. Women are not.
This is what women don't understand with physical cheating. This is why they can't grasp it. If I physically cheat on you,
You ain't.
I-
It's not that physical cheating is not bad.
listen,
Yeah.
I ain't shit if I do that. But here's the thing: I could give you something. That's one, or two. I could create a whole nother life with somebody else. How is that not worse than emotional cheating? Yes, I'm doing.
This is going to sound awful, but if you physically cheating and you're just out here running and gunning with no hat, you should have just left the relationship.
Let's be realistic here. This isn't 1990. Let's be realistic.
Risk it all.
I'm just saying, we know how people are in today's time period.
Okay. All right, man. I am one who actually believes in it through, my own dating experience and just having the female friends that I have.
Give me an example of it, since you believe in it. Give me an example of emotional cheating.
Hold on.
Aggressive.
All right.
Calm down.
Emotional cheating could be, for me, the examples that I've always seen is, when you have some kind of disconnect with your significant other, whether it be your wife or your girlfriend. When you have a disconnect and you really start to confide in someone else. And again, it's my perspective. I'm more physical. I'm more eyes. I'm more what I can touch. Women are, while they are physical, it's way more of an emotional connection. The emphasis is put on the emotional connection. So, of course, it's going to hurt more if a woman physically cheats on a man because that's where our emphasis is. For a woman, physical, I would say, man, in my mind, I'm like, it could be 65-45, and the 65 being with the emotional. It's just where their emphasis is. So to give you your example, you and your significant other, and y'all ain't been on the same page for 3 or 4 weeks, and you start talking to an old friend and confiding in that old friend, not just about what's going on with you and your significant other, but new things that are happening along the way that you would typically confide in with your significant other. Like, you're giving that piece to this other woman at this point. And the bond, again, with the perception, not the perception, but with the emphasis being put on the emotion and the emotional connection between you and your significant other, it's going to hurt them more because more of their vested interest is in the emotion, not the physical. So it will work the same way. It will work vice versa for you if, she was physically creeping.
So can I rebuttal?
Sure.
Can I please rebuttal?
Sure.
It's a court of law. Can I rebuttal? All right. So if I'm dating, let's just say Tasha. Tasha's emotionally cheating. She's confiding in Tyrone or whatever.
I just don't like the sarcasm.
Or whatever. All right, whatever. You're emotionally confiding in Tyrone.
But again, okay.
But hold on. If you give your body to Tyrone and you get pregnant, you create another life with Tyrone,
I'm gonna say,
I get nipple snapped.
if she gives her body to Tyrone, she's already given emotionally to Tyrone.
Bingo.
That was step 2.
You lost her.
She already jumped over the fence. She ain't looking no more. She ain't like talking to him over the fence no more. She on the other side.
Home improvement. Shout out.
But also, too, for me, like, I feel like you can physically, like, you can have sex with someone and it not mean anything at all. Like, when you're confiding in someone else, like, that's hurtful.
There's a connection.
You can have sex with somebody, but what if you create a life? Like, you guys don't.
That's
Yeah. Like how many dudes we know with?
Wait, so getting pregnant by someone else is
That don't
not.
mean I care. I could have a one night stand and there's no emotional tie, and I get pregnant.
That's
that
crazy.
doesn't mean that
That's
you,
crazy.
you can walk away from that person and be like, this was a mistake, it happened, whatever, and never talk to that person again.
Not even a mistake. Like, listen, like,
Whatever,
You caught me. You caught me on the humble.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You caught me on the humble. My girl, she was tripping, but I'm gonna let you know right now,
That ain't happening again.
it ain't gonna happen again. And if it do, she's gonna be ready to knuckle up. Like, I'm just like, you ain't about to. I got a happy home, and you ain't
And
gonna
I'm
fuck
not
it up.
saying like physical cheating is okay. I don't condone cheating at all. I do not think it's okay in either form. Like,
But we're not. What we're not gonna do is dismiss either one.
Right. Yeah, they're both just as, it just depends on the perspective.
Yeah.
But I think that, like, when you touched on, you were saying, like, when there's a disconnect, but sometimes, like, even in a relationship, not even just, I mean, I guess there's levels, you say dating, but if you're in an actual relationship and your woman may not be feeling emotionally fulfilled, you know what I'm saying? There's a gap here. That's a disconnect. But my emotional cup is not being filled. So, and if I might be asking you, like, hey, can we spend some time? Can we watch a movie tonight? And oh, well, I got this, or he might be working a lot. Good man, whatever. But you're not delegating your time wisely. You just putting it all on StreetYard.
Hey, I'm guilty as charged on that one, and it stung a little differently hearing it from somebody else. So when you do get to those moments, I'm dead serious. Like, no, that shit it stung. Like, damn, I'm emotionally fulfilled. Because I'm not a super emotional person, and she is. So yeah, that's one of them things. Like, you can always feel free to bring it to me. Like, I'm not emotionally fulfilled at the moment. Like, we gotta.
but that's why you're always like, when you like, not that you get frustrated with me, but you're like, why do you always think something's wrong? Why is this like, I just feel like if you're not talking sometimes, or if you're not like sharing something with me, I'm like, why is he not speaking, or why are we not talking, or why are, you know what I mean? So
it turned into a counseling
which is good.
No.
Which is
Like,
good.
it's like that though. Like, and I feel like if you're in a relationship, and as a woman, because we thrive off of emotion. That is how we view love, not physical. So,
And that's the big difference maker.
I have a cup that is not being filled. And I feel like, because a woman, we're going to try. We're going to fight. We're going to fight for you to fill that cup. And if I go, it's 3, 4, 5 months, sometimes, or maybe 3, 4, 5 years, a woman will try and try and try. So then it gets to the point where Joe, who's been in my inbox since 1776, my pictures, I might be like, oh, thanks. That's where it starts.
yep.
Thanks. And then it turns into,
It's a slippery
how's
slope.
your day going? And I'm like, and this day, shit, he at work all day. He ain't paying me no attention. He downstairs playing the game or out there playing. No, nothing. I'm just at home.
Yep.
That's where it starts. And it's not even that is my intent at that time. But then when that that door is constantly open because you're not closing it when I'm constantly asking you.
And somebody else is giving you the time of day.
You remember that old Martin, that old Martin stand up. I was gonna go kick it with Tyrone and them, or Craig and them. That's what it was. It's Craig and them.
Just saying, you leave that window of opportunity open when you're not acknowledging someone else's needs. And I mean, that goes on both sides. But I'm just saying, on what we're speaking on now, you leave that open. And like I said, that's just where it starts. Thanks. I might not even been saying that, but now, thank you. Because that, at that point, that is what I'm needing. But that is where a woman has to be, what's the word I want? That's where being self-aware and that self-love comes in as well as a woman. Because a woman, but at that time, you know, because then at the time you start questioning yourself. You know what I'm saying? You start, you know, questioning your own worth. So then it's like, if you're not confident in that, then that's when you let that
it's easy to fall into that trap when you don't see yourself.
If you're not already like, you know, because at that point too, if I'm going 2-3 years, a woman that knows her worth and knows she can go find somebody that's going to fill them cuts, she's just going to leave. She's not going to keep asking.
So, all right. So, question. So now that we acknowledge all that, y'all still are in agreement that if I just physically cheat on you, not emotionally cheat, that's more acceptable, or
not that it's more
I
acceptable.
think that it's more acceptable, but I'm going to be honest with you. Just as an example, would I be devastated and heartbroken if Rashad like had sex with someone else? Absolutely. But I'm going to be more upset with him, more disappointed that he's entertaining some other female on the phone, telling her like personal things and confiding in her. Like, you're forming an emotional bond with this person.
Okay, real quick. I got another question for y'all. Let me give y'all a scenario real quick, because maybe it varies for different scenarios. Like, prime example, I was talking to a woman probably about 3 weeks ago, and she can't have kids anymore, right? And I was like, just hypothetically, if I physically cheated on you and got somebody pregnant, I'd be devastated because me and you can't create that type of bond. So maybe it might be different, scenarios. She's like, I don't care if you...
A woman will be devastated regardless.
Okay.
If you cheat physically, mentally, emotionally, I am going to be sad. But it's different when I find, you've been spending time. Like, you didn't just go over there and get your rocks off and leave. You over there watching movies. You got your feet up. You telling her about your day, things you trying to do. You're sharing personal things.
Maybe she just takes space.
Well, don't be safe.
Well, hold on.
I'm just being
Hold on. That goes back to the being self-aware. Like I know that's one thing about me. I know the person that I can be. I know how awful I can be. So I've become a bit of a hermit and a shell of myself as a result of it within the last last 2 years, is because like I know how friendly I am in general. I can make a friend out of a blind man at a gas station. So friendly conversation could turn into something else to where I'm like, we can't even do that.
Even being, and that's another thing we could touch on too, is people saying like a like or a love on Facebook is, it's not. But it is.
That's not
it is.
Well, I had to learn that in the eyes of a woman, it is. For us, it's like, nah, like that was like you killed that motherfucking outfit. Like that was dope.
But why you gotta let her know that? Even if you think that. Why you gotta let her know?
What's wrong?
But that's why that's why they're posting it, right?
Yeah.
You can still look and think that.
Hold on. When I say this is what I meant, that was a dope, like it's a like she'll tell you, the odds of me typing anything other than happy birthday, slim to me.
Yeah, I'm not gonna comment.
Yeah.
But if you're okay, so say I'm out, right?
Okay.
I'm at a bar. Okay? I'm at a bar. I'm just chilling. And homegirl over here, she's like, her man loves my pictures every day. Don't nobody want to hear it.
Right.
If you're constantly,
Absolutely.
she's constantly posting and you're loving it every single time.
Hearting it. Yeah, it's
Who wants to hear that? And vice versa. Same post.
Question.
And you hear dudes like, hey, yo, girl, she, you know, or you constantly see his name up under her pictures.
See,
Question. Have you ever heard that? Have you ever been in that scenario, like personally?
Not personally,
Okay.
but I overheard that. And what person in general relation wants to hear, regardless if it's just alike, that their person is always liking this person? Because obviously they're paying attention.
Let me rebuttal.
And he likes my pictures all the
Please
time.
let me rebuttal.
And I think for me too, it's not like some of the things that I'm not speaking personally, but like I feel like a lot of the pictures that guys love or like on Facebook, like they're freaking half naked. I feel like most of the time, like, why are you liking that picture? Like, that's not a bomb ass outfit. Like, you're liking it because her tits are out, or like
I like titties.
Be serious. It's not just because she was wearing a bomb ass outfit.
Men
like,
are
come
visual.
on.
No,
And it's disrespectful to your partner.
First of all, I love fashion. So if a female got on a bomb ass fit, I'ma love that shit.
And that might be true for you, but not everybody.
Like, I'ma love that shit. Like, I don't think there's nothing wrong.
And everybody's perspective is different, because me personally, like, even if you know how you can go in a story and heart a story, I'm like, you know, and dudes will be like, you didn't see me heart. I'm like, just, you know, that don't mean nothing to me. But, you know, people that take that to the heart, and be like, he likes me.
And see, that's the difference. Like every
True.
person,
That is
person is different. Like I'm not really looking for it.
Yeah. See,
Like I'm someone who, I'm such a control freak that I don't allow myself to get validation from social media, because I know, again, it's being self-aware. I know how addictive that shit can become and where I could be. And I'm just like...
And I think it's just for people who it does matter to. It's just about being considerate of who you're in a relationship with, whether you agree or not.
Know your person.
I know they don't like it, so I'm not going to do it. I'm just not going to keep doing it just because I don't feel like it. But if it's bothering you, then that's just what it is, and it's not that deep. Like, why do you have to like it? Why do you have to heart these things?
I ain't got to.
It's
That's the thing.
considerate.
Like,
Just consideration. And I feel like that's
Well,
one of the biggest things for me in general.
We actually had an issue with that a few years ago. And it was a girl that I worked with, and she had a tattoo underneath her breast that he liked the picture, but then asked her where. It was like on Instagram or something. Asked her,
like,
that's a dope ass tattoo. Like, where'd you get that done or whatever? She then went to my cousin who also worked with me and basically was like, hey, Joelle's boyfriend's in my inbox.
Yes.
So
yeah. And me, I'm like when she called me, like, I'm at work, and I'm like, I lived in California at the time. So I'm at work. I know she's at work because she's 3 hours ahead of me. And I'm like, what's up? Like, I knew like it wasn't her break time because she'll call me on break. Right. I'm like, what's up? What's going on? Is everything okay? And she's like, well, no. And when she got into it, I was like, no, I did like the picture, and I did ask her, you know, where she got it done. Like, I went into detail about the shit. But
And I think, not to cut you off, but that's why you just play it safe, because you know that she looked at that was the window. Like,
that was a learning
window of opportunity.
Bingo.
You know what I'm saying?
right.
Bingo. That was a learning lesson for me, because I'm thinking that, I'm like, anybody who knows me knows if I'm gonna shoot my shot, I'm shooting it. Ain't no, like, there won't be a guessing game.
Yeah.
But,
straddling the fence,
you know, this other person did not know me like that, and it raised an eyebrow for her, because, you know, it's being brought to her at this point. So what I took from that was, well, she's not going to like me going into detail about, you know, or asking questions. It's one thing to like a picture. Leave it at that. Like the picture, you know.
Question. Now, what if I'm saying I don't know. I didn't know that story. So what if your intent was really just to get a tattoo from the same person who she got a tattoo from? You was like, in that tattoo club, I want to get like that. Her cousin. I don't even know who her cousin was. Her cousin was being messy. You're being messy. You're probably jealous because you're in a good relationship. Stop. That's messiness. That's juvenile shit. We're not in 7th grade.
In this situation, I want to agree with you, but I know verbatim, because I remember this is like etched in the back of my mind.
I don't think she was being messy.
She was like,
she said,
I ain't gonna say nothing to her, so you might as well. Like, she
She basically told her, like, if you don't tell Joelle, I will.
Yeah.
So she like made the other girl tell me.
But it's, I get that.
Yeah.
You know, maybe she wasn't, but at the same time, it's like, what there was inappropriate.
I think that
You know what I mean? Like,
I agree. He
not
obviously
big
wasn't
love
doing
concern,
anything,
but-
but
She was filming herself. And then y'all
I
not gonna have a
understand
motherfucker?
that perspective of it. Like, I understand what you guys are saying. I in that moment genuinely do think that she was just like, you should probably let Joel know. I don't think that she was being like,
I wouldn't have went to me and this cousin ain't close, so it's one of the things where I would have been like, I would have called it out if I thought it was some funny shit. But I also know this cousin.
and there was nothing wrong with what he said to the other girl. Like, I wasn't at first, yes, I was angry because I didn't know what the conversation was that took place. I just heard Rashad's in my inbox, so I'm like, what the hell are you talking about?
That's the other part of it is.
See,
Hold on.
Go ahead.
It's hearing, not hearing what all is said.
Yeah.
You know, I'm in the middle of doing something. All I hear is what I need to hear, and boom, now, pause. Come again. Like
Bathroom break.
That's exactly what happened. I was like, hold on.
see that now. I posted a picture on IG last night. This girl I know, she's married. She inboxed me, said, "Hey, you look good." Cool, whatever. Didn't think. I didn't think nothing. No. See, hold on. I did look good. She wasn't wrong. No. See, see, this is what I'm saying.
Oh, you got some Leo in your chart.
No, I don't. Oh, my mom is a Leo, which is crazy. But I did look good. So I was like, okay, whatever. But I didn't like, man, I just said, you know.
I mean, that's cool. I'm not saying you wrong. No, girl. You ain't gotta let the person know.
here's the thing. Like,
why?
Men, well, hold on, men. I feel like
What? We can't tell LeBron he's a good basketball player. That's crazy.
Hold on. Granny.
Telling LeBron he's a good basketball player and being a married one turn up, you look good.
That is not the same shit.
Same shit.
Not the
LeBron's
same
a
shit.
good basketball
You look
player.
good.
And I'm
And your
look good.
shoes is nice. Like, stop. She could have said your outfit looked good.
Exactly.
I wouldn't even have said that.
Hey, Greg, that outfit
I'm just
looks really
saying.
good. You know.
I did look good.
I mean,
I can't.
she wasn't wrong.
Okay,
wasn't wrong.
how would you feel if it was your wife telling somebody else? Was she wrong
See,
then?
this is where you know I'm like,
Devil's advocate.
this is where you know I am. You know, I don't think Denzel's colder than me. So I'd be like, blah. Like, I'm not
Say that's
secure.
what happened to you.
No, he'll tell you I'm not secure. Like, when it comes to me, Idris Elba, what's the dude in Snowfall? Ain't nobody fucking with me. Like, you not about to take that from me. Like, the confidence I have in myself as far as that, you
Please
cannot
invite me
take.
to the wedding. And I want to be friends with your wife. So I'm in here. So, wait till you in the seat. The seat gonna get real hot.
I don't think so, but
Well, no, I mean, what I'm taking from that is because if a woman was to tell me, a married woman, like, oh yeah, you look good last night, like, I would want to give her the benefit of the doubt, but the look on your face and the pause was like, nah, that bitch had some intention. My bad.
But I didn't entertain it.
I just feel like I said, thinking it, I just feel like he's nice looking.
Mm-hmm.
But me, like I said, already being committed and being with someone and then me actually telling you, because what is the purpose? Why do I need to physically tell you?
Yeah.
Rather than, it's just, yeah, he does. But why do I need to let him know? Like, what? I mean, really? Why? If I have no intention,
I agree.
why do
with
I
that.
need you to know what I'm thinking?
I agree with
So
that.
you think like she wanted me to rebuttal and say something?
I absolutely think that that's probably what she was getting at.
You ain't shit.
I'm just saying. Hold on.
For years they thought I was the one. It's
No,
you. It's always been you.
Watch somebody say the other day, stop. That's not true. I'm pure. But yeah, I didn't. Hey, missed opportunity, I guess.
Not a married woman though. Come on.
I'm just saying, I didn't take nothing from it. I was just like, okay, yeah, I did look good. I coordinated.
So, you know, I live in my own little oblivious world most of the time. Like, she'll tell me when girls are trying to flirt with me, and I don't even be.
I think women just pick up on it more than men do.
Yeah,
And I don't know if, because it kind of sounds like you like missed opportunity, but is your confidence getting in the way of realizing that it was an opportunity, or was it one of those things where you was just like, oh, this bitch is married, she don't mean nothing by it?
That's what I really took from it. Like, how she married, she didn't know about it. Like, she just thought the outfit was probably nice, and I coordinated good.
And I only say bitch because I don't know
Like,
you.
I really didn't. I didn't really take it like, oh my God, you look good. I'm trying to. Nah.
And why did she need to voice that?
Take it personal. I'm saying from a woman.
Mm-hmm.
From a woman. If I'm even in a relationship and I'm in a happy relationship, my cups are filled.
So if you're unhappy,
Huh? I'm just saying that's where those other sort of behaviors come in.
okay.
What I'm saying, if I'm happy and I'm fulfilled and I am a committed woman, whether on paper or not, why do, like I said, just because I'm thinking it, why do I need to let you know what I'm thinking?
True story.
That's fair. I mean, that's fair. I actually agree with that. I don't have.
Well, no, because it
I don't have any problem with
it
that.
goes back to what's the intent behind it.
Exactly. If there are no intentions, why do I need to let you know?
I don't think there's any
Because
intention.
later, like, well, shit, I'm thinking this divorce in about 6 months, so then he already know I've been complimenting, I'm building up.
Now, if she get divorced in 6 months, if I see she get divorced in 6 months, oh yeah, hey, remember when you saw it look good?
I'm building.
Yeah, okay.
I've been gassing him up for 6
Hold on, pause. Because that whole 6 month thing took me back to something I seen the other day on IG.
Okay.
Do women really know about 6 months ahead of time that they about to leave your ass?
I think I did. I mean, in my personal experience with my ex-husband, yeah.
It might be 3
shit.
months, might be 6. But we know when we're ready to go.
Hey, you got to look for the
You
stars.
gotta
be strategic
You gotta
about it.
plan
I'm
for
gonna be
it.
honest.
It's not-
I know about 90 days before I leave. If I look up at the ceiling and I'm like, this ain't it. While we in bed together, I'm like, yeah. I started.
At the ceiling.
Man, you look at the ceiling and be like, I'm not supposed to be here. I don't know.
How did
Yeah, no, for real.
I looked up at the ceiling in my last relationship. I looked up at the ceiling. I was like, yeah.
This ain't it.
I started. I started mentally prepping.
It clicks, and he like, yeah, this ain't.
And it might take 6 months to get out. You just gotta,
You never know.
you gotta prepare for it.
Yeah, it might take me 6 months because I was stringing along. I tried to make it work.
You're such a peach.
I was stringing along trying to make it work, not doing more damage.
But why
Thank you for clarifying
if
that,
you already done? If it doesn't click,
You done
set in
checked out.
like.
You done checked
this
out
ain't
mentally.
it.
Right.
Yeah. Once you mentally check out, it's it. That's it.
Yeah.
It's a wrap. Because your mental controls everything else.
Yep.
Yeah, to some degree.
No. Your mental controls everything. Everything.
I think it all starts there. Oh, it all starts there. That's a tough one. All right, hey, so we done got a little. I told y'all it was gonna get spicy today. We started off with a bang. What's our next segue? What are we transitioning into?
Oh, okay. All right. Well,
Unless y'all wanted, do we need to hit some more?
y'all said,
So you still think it's not a thing?
what, emotional cheating?
Mm-hmm.
Yes.
Yeah, I don't think it's a thing.
After everything that we
That's
just
not,
talked
that's not
about.
going to change for me. Like, I think
So what is your girlfriend responding to an inbox? What is it? Consistently. While she's emotionally unhappy.
is she spending time with this person?
Oh, okay.
Well, no, time is time.
I mean,
Time
yeah,
is
if
time.
she's
If you-
spending time, that's
time.
time. If she's constantly talking to someone, whether through text or messenger, some sort of inbox, some sort of social media communication, if she's constantly talking
Hold
to
on.
one person,
Let me piggyback off of this.
Go ahead.
Well,
go
really
ahead.
quick, I also think like if you're sitting like in the same room with your partner and your partner is just like over here, like texting
yeah.
someone
This-
else,
this is
and
a
you're sitting in the
telltale.
same room with your like
especially when they
that's
try
a
to,
thing. That's a cheating. It starts with you hiding messages, deleting messages. It starts
We
there.
can't do. Can we do
Hey.
anything? Can we do anything?
Babe,
Can we do anything?
hold on. Babe, does my phone stay face up 90% of the time?
All the time. All the time.
We ain't got no.
My phone's always
We,
face up.
we ain't doing nothing.
He is one of the first people that I've been in a relationship with that openly just hands me his phone. Like I don't want to look through it. I don't need to look through it.
Listen,
But
Now, yesterday, I'm not gonna lie, I was at dinner. Put my phone on vibrate. I didn't mean to do it, but I was just doing it to like, cause I was trying to, be engaged in the
Oh yeah,
conversation.
be present.
Yeah, and she, yeah. Why you put your phone on vibrate? Who you trying to?
Let me ask you, did she really sound like that, or that's your?
Yeah, she really sounded like that.
Hey, and I'm glad you called. I'm glad you questioned it because like you said, you don't like that. Like I don't sound like that.
Yeah,
Don't-
that's
No,
how
but
she.
they
don't do
get in
it.
this. I'm like, I do not do that.
Nah.
That's how she really sounded. And I was just like, really? Like the phone's rough. You gonna be able
So
to
it was. So you sat your phone on the table
Yeah,
and it was on vibrate,
Yeah, I put it on vibrate.
but it was vibrating,
No, it was.
or she was mad because you put it on vibrate.
Yeah,
She
she's
was
not.
picking Tertiary.
Yeah, thank you.
But no, to piggyback off what she said about the time. So you know, it's well known between her and I that when we first linked up, like it was supposed to be when I'm in town, we'll link up, because I was still living in Cali.
Oh, well, that makes
And
sense.
I was fresh out of, I won't even say fresh out, I was fresh into grieving my brother. God rest his soul, big up CJ. But it it was one of those things where we text and talked. We text so much, we snap so much, like it was an all day thing. So time is time. And let me tell you something about that texting and snapping, not really, you know, being face to face. That built a bond that built an incredible bond.
Oh, no, it definitely can. I didn't.
Like
I
them
didn't,
long distance
It takes
bonds
time.
be
When you're-
different.
When you're texting somebody all day, that is time.
I didn't definitely, got some girls, to slide through off a text and talk. I'm just saying I have, the playlist get played. I'm just saying that
Not
definitely
the
get
playlist gets-
that.
I think that another thing, like with you saying that, like when you guys started, it was only supposed to be this, but
Yeah.
it turned into that. And I think that a lot of times too, with that, like people, I'll say women more so than men, they get lost in that. Like, well, we text and we talk every day, or, we go on dates, but it's like, and I have to tell people, that come and confide in me about certain things, like, if that man didn't say it's A, then it ain't A. You know what I'm saying? I don't care if y'all talk every
Yes.
I don't care if y'all go on dates every night. I don't
Yes.
care if y'all are intimate every
Right.
night. That if he ain't said it, that ain't it. So it's like you can't be mad if he's talking over here or doing that over here. Like you have to get those expectations out of your head, because then that's when you get disappointed.
Now,
You have to just
Unexpressed expectations are a one-way route to disappointment.
let me actually really defend women on that real quick though, because sometimes being a man, I know I've done it myself, and I know a lot of men who have. There's a lot of men with, we talk during Perkin Life. We've all admitted, like, yeah, I didn't say that we was A, but we was skin to skin. I was lying and telling her this, misleading. So a lot of men, I will admit that we do mislead sometimes.
But it's like yes, it's misleading, but at the same time, you can't assume. You know what I'm saying? You cannot, and I've learned that. Like, and I do not, like, if you don't look at me in my eye and say we gonna be together, we ain't together. You go talk to Susie and Carol and Ann too. Like, that's okay. Like, I'm not assuming anything. I even, like I said, if we talk every day, if we're going on dates 2-3 times a week, we're dating.
So, have you been in spaces where you had to be like, so what are we? Because that's
In
the
my
questions.
younger days, I'm not asking now.
I
Because
respect
I know.
that. I respect
In
that.
my younger days, yeah. Because if you got to ask, you know. You already know at that point. Like, well, if you're like, well, what are we doing? Because a man who knows what he wants is going to let you know.
True.
At this point, I'm not asking you nothing.
How many men know what they want? Because that's a tough one. It took me. I had to circle back 2 years later.
And I did ask him, like, what are we doing? Because, like he said, he was clear with the expectations. This is what we're going to do. But we spent, like he said, like, every single day, like, he would fly me to California. Like, he took me to his cousin's wedding. So at that point, I'm just like, what is it that we're doing?
I feel like at a point where if I'm, like, say if I'm dating somebody.
That's a good one. Right
And
there.
you said, oh, he's flying me out. We're talking every day. We're doing this. I don't feel like I would start to question it unless somebody else came in the picture and I'm like, well, wait. You know what I'm saying? Because I'm interested. I really like this guy. But there's nothing has set in stone here.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? But I have this guy who's actually really interested, and he might be ready to get serious. So this your warning. So hey, what you want to do?
That's your warning?
Because if not, I'm going over here.
Read.
This is what it is. But you got to be straightforward like that. And it's like when you ask, like, well, what are we or what are we doing? And no answer is always an answer as well.
No answer.
If he ain't got no
How's that
response,
song go?
I don't want to
Say
talk
it best
about
when you
that
say
right
nothing at
now.
all.
If
Shit.
that's your answer.
Mm-hmm.
Act accordingly.
And I feel like for Rashad, like, he knew, like, he's told me multiple times, he's like, I knew I loved you. I knew I had feelings for you and I cared about you, but he was not ready. Like, he's like, I'm not ready to be in a relationship.
And that is okay.
That's like a hard thing to accept, though.
It's being self-aware, but it was back to the emotional cheating. It was that bond that we built, and like I said, I'm in the midst of I'm in the midst of the deepest grief I've ever been in my life. So, you know, we not only am I able to confide in you and talk with you, it's a relief for me to hear your voice. Like it was like, oh shit, like my day is about to get better. You know, I got somebody who, with her being so emotional, I could feel the emotion in the way that she talked. So it was almost soothing to me. But yeah, I mean, like it was one of those things where it's like, look, like I know myself, being self-aware, I don't know how I'm going to feel 6 months from now. So I don't want to put you in that situation. Like,
And that's okay. And like I said, like I said, just knowing,
Yeah.
knowing I'm ready or knowing I'm not ready.
Right.
And that's okay, because then that's when that other person to decide, like, okay, well, I'm okay with this right now. But if you know, there was a point in time, this was in my earlier years, I was like 22, 23, but I literally was dating a guy for 2 years. 2 years we were going on dates and we had a lot of fun. But it got to a point where I'm like, what are we doing? You know what I'm saying? Especially if I see you out and then you might be engaging with another girl. And I'm like, well, wait, you know what I mean? Or you engaging,
Yeah.
but then I know I'm linking up with you later. You know what I'm saying? But it's still like, okay.
You said at 22?
Yeah, I was young.
No, at 22 I was doing much worse.
But so what I'm saying is, this is what I'm saying. So then I'm asking him, and, you know, of course, he's telling me what I need to hear to keep me at bay for that time. So I'm like, okay. But then it got to a point where then it was like he would turn around and did the same thing. So there's a pattern. So then I literally blocked him. I blocked him on Facebook. Nope, this is just it.
He didn't find a way to contact you?
Listen. So but I blocked him on everything because I'm just like, because I know I had a soft spot. So I know if he really tried to reach out, I was probably just going to fall back into it. I know myself enough. So I think it was like 2 months. He was in a whole relationship with somebody else.
the whole time?
No,
right.
he got into one with another girl. So it's just like, don't be knowing. You know what I'm saying? And so he gets into this relationship, and I was just like, you know what I mean? But it was just like, okay. But it's like when being young, then I'm questioning, like, well, why wasn't I, good enough to be in that space? You know, you're spending all this time with me. We're going on all these dates, but you couldn't make me your girlfriend.
Ladies,
That's how I felt, yeah.
let me let y'all in on a big secret. And it's a secret that y'all don't want to hear. It's not you. It's them.
Because he want to put a ring on it.
It's them. Like it's us. Like I had to tell her that, and it's so cliche and so movie like. It's like no, like I'm fucked up.
Yeah.
I'm trying to get through my own.
But as a woman, that's very
fuck
hard to
ups.
understand. Like,
And
you're
at
telling me
22,
you love me.
I definitely didn't know that.
Yeah.
You know?
You're
But-
telling me you love me. You're doing all these things for me. You're taking me out to nice dinners. And you're just like, I can't be with you. And so the whole time I'm like, what did I do? What could I have done different? What could I have done more of or less of? Right. Until I did get to that point where I was like, well, I would rather have Rashad in my life than not at all. So we'll link up when he's home. But then I got to the point where I was like, no, I'm done.
Yeah.
Like, I don't want to talk to you anymore. Don't contact me. And he was just like,
Oh, you went full Gemini.
oh, I did. I did.
I appreciate that.
I just got to.
You gotta let a Virgo know.
I'm not even telling you. I'm just like, wow. I'm not explaining nothing anymore.
I'm not gonna tell you. I'm gonna listen to Jagged Edge. I tell everybody once I get to the Jagged Edge playlist, you're done. You ain't coming back. Once I
You're doing just fine.
once I get to the Jagged Edge playlist, you're done. You're not spinning the block.
Feels like I just walked out of
Man, what? You're done. But if I'm just listening to like Boys to Men or True Hill, you still got a chance. You can still possibly spin the block. But once I get to Jagged Edge, you're out of here. That's just for me. I can't speak for everybody else. I'm just saying that's for me. But yeah, I respect that when Gemini on up. I like that.
All right.
No, for real. No,
I did
No,
though.
no,
I
yeah,
really
let a Virgo
did.
know.
It needed
to happen. Yeah.
And it wasn't just for the sake of her finding that finding that place, that Gemini place that you guys had.
That woman.
It was more so. It was more so, and I don't even think I've ever told you this. It was more so you could show me this exactly what I was telling you the whole time. Like you don't you don't need me. Like you don't. That's what I'm like. I see how strong you are. I see how tough you are. I see how much of a loving person you are. Like that's a lot of shit to pack into one person. You know. So for me, I'm telling you the whole time, like you got this shit. Like you good. Like you know. And to her defense, she was hearing the exact opposite for years before, we got together.
That's why I think we had talked about via Snapchat, we were talking about different topics, but knowing that self-awareness, that self-love, knowing who you are prior to, you know what I'm saying? Knowing those things, already having that self-validation, so you're not needing it from someone else to know, like, I don't need you. Like, I'm happy you're here. You know what I'm saying?
Here.
But I don't need you here. I'm going to be fine.
Yeah.
Either way, it might hurt for a second.
Yeah, it's gonna sting. It's gonna sting a little bit.
30 business days, but I will be okay.
Oh, 30 business, that's too long. You got 72 hours. 72 hours. Like 30
No,
business,
it's
30
rough.
business days, I might get violent.
That was a rough, really rough patch.
If you make me feel like that for 30 business days, I might get
I
violent.
am such a sad man. Like when I really be in it, I'm in it. So it'll take me a minute.
Who's your go-to? Like who you listening to on the radio, on the stereo?
On when? Like
when you get to that sad
The sad.
I might have Summer Walker.
Okay.
She's definitely in the rotation. Summer Walker is probably.
I'll find what's wrong.
All right, so who's your?
Mine's usually country music.
That's country
Country
music.
music.
You heartbroken?
Oh yeah.
Yeah,
Summer.
There's good.
Country music make me depressed.
There's good country heartbreak songs.
Yeah, that's one.
Summer Walker is definitely a go-to. I got a playlist just for when I'm.
And
I feel it.
I ain't even got no playlist, but I'm gonna take y'all way back. I don't even know who sings the damn song. I just remember hearing it on Saved by the Bell. How am I supposed to live without you? Like,
Oh God.
like, I'm over here like, shit. And I'm listening to Aaliyah like, you don't love me no more.
That's not true.
Shit.
Yours is Boys to Men. End of the road.
Get out of here.
I do love, hey, Boys in the Men, End of the Road is one of the ones.
That one, but no,
You ain't shit for that.
Yeah, doing just
Doing just
fine.
fine because you really
yes,
ain't fine,
yes.
but you gonna act like you are.
No, I'll tell you what, doing just fine got me out of a nice little jam
Yeah,
when I was
Doing
in
Just
high
Fine
school.
is the one.
Yeah.
I say it all the time because this was not fine.
Because you get to the point to where you believe it.
Yeah, when you
And
keep
that's-
telling
yeah.
yourself, eventually,
Yeah.
but you know you ain't for real.
Yes, sir. So, all right, yeah, let's segue. You want to announce this next one, or do you want me to take it off your hands?
No, I got you. All right. How do you define love? I'll let you start that one off.
We'll let the couples.
Oh man, I don't. That's a bold, very general. It's bold and general question for me. The first time I knew I loved, like really loved a woman, was when I realized I was putting her needs before mine. It was a sacrifice type deal. I was like, oh shit, like, oh yeah, I must really. And it was such an easy transition. It was so streamlined. I didn't even realize it happened until
You were
I
right.
looked up and looked at some numbers and was like, damn, I'm normally not this gung ho to help. So, but yeah, for me, that's how I knew. But I think that was over a decade ago. So defining love with a family, it's a tough one for me. That's a tough one because it's not just me and Joelle. It's me, Joelle, and the kids. So
That's a good point. You love
I want to say providing. My bad. Providing is a characteristic of love, but love is a full package. It is a full package, and I hate to sound cliche. It's making the choice to continue to love because I'm not someone. Is there a loving feeling? Absolutely. But I think love is very much a choice because when you talking about an intimate love, there's gonna be days where you want to kick this motherfucker down the stairs, and I want you to get up. Like I want you. In my mind, I want to hurt you momentarily.
I don't want you to die.
Yes, I don't want you to die, but I'm just like,
tomorrow when I'm not mad.
I just
Right.
want you to get out of my face. And if I just so happened to kick you down the stairs in the process, and we don't condone any violence at all on this podcast.
They're not
but
fighting back.
Rashawn
these
is
are,
not abusive.
yeah, these are all these fights take place in my mind. They do not manifest.
It starts with the mental.
They do not manifest. We do not. We don't do that around here. But yeah, it's continually making that choice. I'm making that choice to grow together, and to do things in a loving way. Like
Yes.
one of the rules in this house is we speak with each other. We speak to each other with love. And when we invite others in here, we want you to have a loving, peaceful atmosphere. Is this 100% of the time? Absolutely not. We got a 13-year-old and an 8-year-old. But those are things that I try to keep in the forefront of my mind. Is let's try to do all things in love or with love. Yeah. Because if you do it from the standpoint of love and that feeling that you get from love, you're going to at least be on the right page. So I can't give you. That's why part 2, part 3, part 4. I might have a solid answer for you, but I don't know that I have an answer for you right now.
I think it's hard to define love. I mean, for me, it's like Rashad said, like sacrificing, consideration, putting other people's needs before yours, wanting to do things for that person.
Yeah.
I always have Rashad in my mind. If I'm at the store and I'm like, oh, he likes Reese cups or whatever. Like I'm always trying to think of things that he would like or want, or if I see something, I'm like, he would like that. Let me grab that. Things like that for me are love. That's a hard thing.
That's a good answer. That's a good answer in my opinion. Yeah, I'll go last.
No, you go.
You want me to go?
I want you to go.
Why you went so you can hear my answer?
Listen, I'm just taking it.
I'm with you guys 100% on everything. Like thoughtfulness, just like you said, just being there for your partner, being supportive. To me, my last relationship really taught me what love is, because I used to always say, like, I got the best stepdaddy package. I used to always.
He did.
That laugh was unnecessary, but I used to.
What is that?
The stepdaddy package is. We could talk about that on the next pod.
Okay.
That's for when you come back.
Yeah,
But that package is crazy.
We're gonna have some Henny and some other drinks.
I used to always laugh and say that, but this last relationship, I really think like I pulled it out of that bag and was like, all right. My last relationship taught me like I really can love someone else's kids that aren't mine. Mm-hmm. I used to always say that, but I didn't know it until that last relationship. Like I'm there for her kids no matter what. Mm-hmm. Even to this day, we're not even together. Like they need me, I'm there for them.
Right.
And like that's like an unconditional love. Like you can't teach that. You just gotta have it. It's something inside of you. And
unconditional was a great,
that's
great
a good word,
characteristic.
yeah.
And I just think like for me, that's what that is. Like, you know what? Like I'm gonna be here no matter what, ups, downs, sunshine, storms. If you go through a storm, I'm the umbrella. I'm there, and that's for me. That's what love is to me.
That's that mom stuff right there.
I think love's different. It's different for like someone that you're in love with in a relationship than from like a mother's point of view. Like the love that I have for my children is not even.
I get what he's saying though. Like
I understand what he's saying.
Love you. I love you so much.
Or hold on, I can get deeper on those. Bruce Lee once said be like water, and I think he meant that in a metaphorical way. And if you plant a seed, what does water do? It helps it grow. That's what I think love is. That's what I think you get when you get the chocolate deluxe and you get Great J. That's what you get. You get water. You get water. But I'm gonna let Shai go ahead and get her chocolate on it. But
chocolate deluxe.
Chocolate deluxe.
Yeah.
Louie. I'm gonna change your name up.
Please do.
Don't do that. Don't do that.
Never gonna live that. I'm never gonna forget that. And as a Gemini, you know I'm not gonna forget.
Absolutely.
Hey, hands down, Geminis do have some of the best memories of my
I don't forget nothing.
Definitely.
I don't know, because just I'm listening and I'm thinking, my past experiences too. But I think that I feel like love is what's the word I want? I keep wanting to say circumstantial, but that's not the word I want. But I just feel like, just as in a love language, everyone's version of love is different.
Oh yeah,
Oh,
yeah.
yeah.
And I think that
All right.
love has,
You fine?
my definition of love has changed as I've changed.
Bingo. That's why I said you got to be willing to grow with each other.
You deep.
And no, but it's real. That's why I'm just listening, because that's what I do. I just soak stuff in. But it really has, like, even looking back, I was in a 4.5, 5-year relationship. I've been single almost 3 years now. And even looking at it, one thing I discovered as I started to heal from that relationship and things I discovered about myself was that I've never been in love. I've loved, and I know acts of love, but I have never been in love because I never even knew myself really through those relationships. Only knew myself in those relationships. Do you see what I'm saying? I only know myself based on this relationship that I'm in. At that time, I didn't know myself as a person. And so, like I said, I can do acts of love all day. Like,
I mean, well,
he's at
that's-
work, and I know he's going to come in and take a shower, so I'm going to lay out his towel and his slippers and this, and dinner's going to be, ready, and we're going to be ready. I'm chilling. I'm waiting on you. At that point, just certain things like that. Like she said, I go to the store. I know, he likes this ice cream. I'm going to pick up this, consideration. I know acts of love, but like I said, over time, my version of love has really changed. My view of love has changed, and I know that I'm not been in a position to really be in love with someone because I wasn't even my true authentic self at the time.
Man, that was deep. That makes
That's just me being honest.
Well, no. Like I know that I've been in love, but that makes me think that there's depths. Like there's
definitely
so much
There's
more,
levels.
like way more depth than I could have ever imagined. Like I knew there was, my mind level 1 through 5, but the way you just put it made me really question. Like, can you ever really be in love if you don't know who you are
Because
as a
if you don't know
person?
who you are, how do you know what you like and what you love? How do you know? And it's like, at that time, I was in a relationship, and I got with him when I was 24. And so I was still young, he called me. No,
Ain't nothing wrong. Get you a little young tenderoni, try him older.
at
Try
that
him older.
time, and then it's like, especially, I don't want to say especially, but he was an older guy. So it's like I got with this guy, and, it was, I dealt with cheating and manipulation and all of those things. So I'm taking on all of these different emotions. I'm battling with myself. I didn't have any self-worth, because, I'm dealing with all these things, and he's, like I said, he's cheating, and I'm sitting there going through phones, guessing passwords. I'm doing all of these things. You know what I'm saying?
So were
You
you?
the passwords right?
Listen, it came to me. Listen,
Well,
like,
were
boom.
you- were you-
Hey, my ancestors do not play about this. They gave me the code. I'm telling you the truth. When they want you to know, you gonna know. No.
Women
Were you a mother at this time too?
I had, yes. So at the time when we got together, my daughter was 7. Let me think. What year was that? When I was 24. 2017. Yeah, my daughter was 7.
Okay, so you're dealing with all of the people don't realize, especially young people without kids, you don't realize what that entails, especially for a woman, because dad, in America, typically dad can go, mom still got to hold down the fort. So that just adds a whole new element to it,
And that was the first man outside of her dad that had really been in her life. And don't get me wrong, and that's what another thing, because he has, had other kids, and he was good to my daughter. He was good to his kids, but that doesn't make somebody a good partner.
Oh, no.
As a good dad or a good friend, or, you know what I'm saying? He was not a good
I know
partner.
I know too many men who were great fathers, horrible husbands.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
You know what I'm saying? That doesn't make
Horrible.
you a great partner or great for me in general, And so, like I said, I was dealing with all those things, and I lost myself in that process as well.
I would think it would be easy to do.
Yeah. You know what I'm saying?
In the
It's life.
circumstances,
So
yeah.
that's why I said, I don't, like I said, as I healed from that relationship and I'm looking back, and then I'm, starting to date, and I'm getting to know other people, that helps me. I'm learning, like, okay, yeah, I don't like that. You know what I'm saying? But I realized, that wasn't love. That was it was conditional love because I'm doing all these things. Like one thing, my love language is quality time. And so in that relationship, because he worked 2 jobs and then he's got kids, so one of the things that we would fight about was time, because it's like, okay, you're working all week and then the weekend comes and your kids are here. You know what I'm saying? And then I'm selfish because, you know what I'm saying? But I feel like I'm not getting any quality time.
The cup wasn't filled.
It was not.
That cup wasn't filled.
Threw it in the trash. So, I'm literally, it got to the point where I'm begging, and I never, I'm not going to say I never want to because I never will, but be in a position where I'm asking, can we go out? Can we go on a date? Or if we are doing something, I initiated it. I planned it.
She'll make it. Like, she will be like, no, like this is what we're doing. Don't make no plans on this day.
Yeah, sometimes it's nice for the woman to not have to do that. Yeah. Like we want you to come up with that on your own.
I'm always
too.
initiating, or another thing that
let me know where I'm lacking.
No.
Like, damn, like how about this? She said it was gonna be a counseling session, and I'll be hot damn if it ain't.
Yeah,
I have a therapist. I'm good.
I'm learning. I'm here taking notes and shit. Like,
you better be writing down. I can write down.
But it's real shit though. Like, and it's like another thing is, people like women will get in these relationships and act like they don't want certain things because they aren't getting them. So they act like they're okay with it. And I also got into that space like, I don't want to do anything anyway. I don't like doing, but I did want those things. I did want date nights. I did want him to initiate things, or, just feeling like sometimes I'm like, did you even like me? You know what I'm saying? Because, your birthday come around and we getting couples massages. I'm taking you to dinner. I'm buying you a cake. Like, you know what I'm saying? I'm making you feel like a person. And my birthday come around and we roll over to bed and be like, what you doing today? You know what I'm saying? And it's like, I look back sometimes like, listen, didn't even.
So relationships do teach you things.
Yes, absolutely.
So
lack of reciprocity. Lack of reciprocity, like it did. I went through it in a relationship or two, and I'm like, but it also, so I got to the point to where I'm like, I will never put up with this again. Like, we are going to show reciprocity. But on the other hand, it's like going to, maybe this was my feminine coming out, like, well, did this broad even really like me like that? Because she wouldn't, And then again, in my mind, I'm like, well, Rashad, like, think about yourself. Like, a lot of the times you were the issue. Like, you were just oblivious to things. But on the other hand, for me, it was just like I went to a place so deep in my pride where I was just like, oh, I will never, like, I don't want to, if you don't want to be around me, don't be, like, this is what we ain't doing. Like, we ain't about to sit here and pretend. Like,
and even in that, though, that's where that emotional cheating starts. Mm-hmm. And I'm keeping it real, Because
the cup was on empty.
Not filled. And Jim, I might have been ignoring for 4 or 5 years. Now I'm just like, what's up? Mm-hmm.
I'm not gonna jump back into the emotional cheating, but I do want to piggyback on something you said about
just admit it.
Part two. we can do all that in part two. We can really dive into it. But just like what you said about how for his birthday he was doing a couple massages, and it got to your birthday and he was just like, what are you doing? I tell people this all the time. Love is just a noun or a verb in Webster's until you put action behind it. So you put some action behind it, it's just a noun or a verb. And like my last relationship taught me, like, yeah, you really do gotta, like you said, make her feel like a human, make her feel like you really value her. Like you really do care about her. The spontaneous date nights, game nights, go hiking, just do simple stuff like that women like. Flowers.
Well, hold on. I agree with all of that, but where does balance come in? And it's literally because I grew up where, my dad was a great provider. He was a great, everybody messes up from time to time. My dad was a great provider. Great
always
dad.
Did love.
Great, well, hold on. Great dad, but I know he struggled with the balance, and I feel like I struggle with the balance because I'm like, well, no, like I'm doing everything you asked me to do. Like I'm here full time. And see, and this is where it gets. That's why I'm saying balance. That's what I'm saying. So I'm here 90% of the time. I'm spending time with you and the kids. You have most of the things you want, everything that you need, and it gets, for a man's mind, it gets convoluted those things don't seem as important as they are.
That's fair.
So how do we keep those in the forefront of a man's mind? Don't worry, I'm getting to you. How do we keep those in the forefront of a man's mind? Because again, like you throwing stuff out there, and I'm like, well, damn, like Joe might have been giving me hints of this shit. No, motherfucker, take me out. You find a sitter. You find a sitter and take me out. Like, you know. All right, we good.
So what got me? Like you said, oh, I'm doing this, I'm home, I'm doing this, but that's where love languages come in. Because you could be doing A, B, C, D, but she wants E, F, and G. She don't care about A, B, C. Like, okay, yeah, the house gotta be taken care of. You know what I'm saying? That's a given. But it's like when you feel like, oh, I'm doing this, but that's your love language. That's how you view love.
Okay, that's excellent.
That's how you
That's a
view
great
love.
point because our
That's
love
not
languages
what
are
she's viewing.
completely different.
Okay.
Acts of service.
No, mine was, and I should probably retake the test,
I
but
feel
mine
like
was
yours-
quality time.
So one of the
I
next
feel like
topics
his is acts of service because he does give to a lot, not just me, but like to everybody. He gives.
I think that's where I've learned to. Maybe that's just how I show love.
Yeah, but that's
Yeah.
your,
But
that's your love language.
But I don't know that that's my actual love language. I know that's how I show love. And I think it's because I wasn't present for so long. Like for the longest, I was gone for over a decade.
I don't want to tell you mine. So, mine makes me feel.
I feel like the way, but that's how you discover it though. Like you watching how your person loves, that is what they want. Like that's really my.
I think I'm the opposite on that one. I think I'm perceived like.
I mean, it's just what you wanted. You like it.
I don't know. Maybe I do need some acts of service.
She said she thinks it's
I think it is. I'm quality time and physical touch.
I'm
like,
touch. I'm
just-
telling you off like a slut saying it.
Where did you come from?
You are what you are, Greg.
Like, I gotta be touched. Like touch me, please. Like,
Please. Touch me, tease me.
yeah, touch me, tease me. Then once you do that, then you get the world. But no.
interesting.
That stepdaddy package.
Bullshit.
Chocolate? What is it?
Chocolate.
Chocolate.
Bullshit. That ain't stepdaddy package. Shit. Listen,
But
I'm
like, that's
writing the
me,
book
though.
right
If you
now.
pay attention to me and how I'm loving you and the things I'm doing for you, that's my love language. Just match that. Match that energy. We'll be fine. But I think that's where a lot of the disconnect comes from because you're like, well, I'm paying the bills. I make sure everything's straight. I'm doing this. I'm picking
But
up
what
the
I really
kids.
want you to do
But
is
it's like,
come lay
I
on this
just want
couch
you to
with
just
me.
sit here and watch a movie
Yep.
with me.
Yep.
I just want to live today.
Do I gotta talk? I'll come lay on that couch with you, baby. You said quality time and physical touch. You ain't say words of affirmation.
Like she's talking about like you know what?
Oh, not with me.
Well, no, because it's funny. I'm just being petty, and I don't even know if this was on the pod when we were talking. I don't think it was. Or it's like like you're not talking to me, so I think something's wrong. I'm having 10 conversations in my fucking head. Nothing's wrong. Nothing's wrong with me and you. Something's going on upstairs, and it's not a bad thing or something like it's really wrong. It's just me being on not even autopilot, but it's just everything going on in my mind. I have conversations with myself all day mentally.
Me too.
Yeah,
I have conversations with myself.
the shit that we were somewhere the other day and I said something mean. And I was like, see, this is why I have such a big filter. Because if I said the shit that actually came to my mind, y'all would think I was crazy and an asshole and just crazy. Like, I would not. And I'm aware of that. I don't want to hurt anyone's feelings. Like, I have to try. Not so much anymore. Like, it's on autopilot. But for the longest time, I had to try to be a good person. I wanted to be the bad guy for a long time. Like, just did not care. So now,
Man, that's next part. That's next part.
It's gonna take all day.
we don't need to go in them therapy files.
So listen, we already kind of talking about this, but one of the questions I had was, do partners need to learn each other's love language?
Absolutely.
I agree.
Yes.
1,000%.
And it's just because, like I said, I think, there's going to be differences, but just because you don't that might not be your love language in the way you express it, but that is the way that person perceives it.
Yeah.
So you have to, or they're not ever going to think that you love them or feel like you do because you're not doing those things that they view as love.
This is why cuddling's such a big deal to you. Like I don't even be.
I'm not the guy.
I don't. That's just it. Like we get in bed, we cuddle for a hot second, and I'm rolling over doing
When I move, you move. We roll.
Hey.
And what do I usually say? I'm usually like, where are you going? Like,
Yeah.
what's wrong? Like, why are you rolling over? Like,
We rolling. It's a package. We just want shit together.
Yeah.
Listen, I'm with you on that. But it might be a Gemini thing. I don't know. But,
It sounds like it.
I don't know.
It sounds like it.
I'm the same way. I'm country.
and we all. Well, I know you like movies. I like movies, and you said watch a movie.
I'm a movie.
Yeah, we're all
Watcher.
movie. Yeah, I'm a movie person too. Like, sit down, watch this movie, and then we'll get to the credits. You know what I mean? I'm just saying, like, but yeah, that's how I am. I love movies. I love quality time.
So here's a question: how do we keep our partner's love language in the forefront of our minds? Because we're all busy. Like we're all adults now.
That's a good question.
Like, and now that it's all becoming simple and right in my face, I'm like, well, how do I keep this here? How do I keep it to where just grabbing her hand while she's making dinner is a sign of love?
Just like you might get up every day for your cup of coffee, you make it a habit. Once you start doing it,
21 days. 21 days.
It's there. It comes natural to you. Even like I said, if it's just a simple gesture, like every morning I'm going to start doing this.
I low-key want to write it on our bathroom mirror, so I have to look at it every day. Like I have to
Write
see
new
it.
index cards.
So you don't have to. Then it just becomes a habit. It's a part of your routine, just like your everyday busy life. You incorporate it.
Yeah.
Yeah, and index cards for me.
No, I'm good at taking a Post-it note or index card and taping it to the mirror. Because I know I'm going in there to brush my teeth and wash my face every day.
And you made a good point, both of you, earlier about like pouring into each other's cup. You got to be mindful of that too. Like, all right, if I, just consciously, like, did I do this week to, make her feel like, you know what I mean? I gave her
and it's
some
hard.
love.
You do get lost in like everyday life.
Yeah,
Life. Like
definitely.
it's hard. Work, school, kids. Like
Yeah.
it is. I don't always give Rashad what he needs, and you know what I mean. But like you do have to take a step back and be like, hold on a second. Like
And it's just like, it might be a couple days. Like I got the past couple days we were busy. Kids had games, baseball.
Yeah, I was saying
games,
sporting
this,
event. I
But
was
it's
gonna
just
say sporting
balance.
event.
And then it's a work wheel. A give
Well,
and
no,
take.
I mean her presence, and this is where I can say like I still have the quality time in me somewhere, but I do want to retake that test. No, I mean,
Love language test.
yeah. Well, no.
Please share.
Let me be clear. You knew I hated reading as a kid. I found out it was because when I read, I don't hear the character's voice. I hear my voice. But I forced myself after my first real heartbreak. I forced myself to read that book.
Yeah, I have it.
So I read that book when I lived in Black Lake, and what was that, like 2010? So like I
think I have your book that you gave me.
probably, but it's one of them things where I forced myself to read it because in my mind I'm like the Virgo was like, where the fuck did I go wrong? I was doing what I was supposed to be doing, and then you realize like, well, no, like A, I realized I was a child. B, I realized that just because I give love a certain way or I see love a certain way doesn't mean that my partner sees it or gives it in that way. And keeping them, like when you said keep that cup on full, I was like, oh yeah, she done followed that book. Like she knows what she's talking about. So, and in my mind, I'm like, there's got to be more than just the 5. But the key is picking up on your partners, like how, and is it safe? Is it safe to ask someone when's a good time to ask somebody that you're dating what's your love language?
That's in general conversation.
Yeah.
That's right along. What's your birthday? Okay. What's your
Yeah,
love?
I just guess that's like kind of the beginning because I kind of want to know like how do I show love to you?
Even see if they're even familiar, because there's some of you like,
Love language.
yeah. So, 'cause I'm grilling. What's your
Like
story?
I'm just you always say I got good emotional. What do you call
Emotional intelligence.
it? Emotional intelligence. So like,
Most men don't. Most men. A lot of men have it and brush it back, like brush it to the side.
Mhm.
And then there's some of us who just, again, live in our own blissfully ignorant worlds and don't have it. Like, so we have to be like, if you see someone crying, is your natural inclination, if it's somebody that you, let's say somebody you work with, is it going to be your natural inclination, and y'all on good terms, y'all don't kick it outside of work, but whatever, is it going to be your natural inclination to hug them? Like, is it going to be,
But I'm like,
or
hey,
you're going to,
yeah, I'm acknowledge. Yeah.
yeah,
Right.
like me, like it gets real awkward for me. Like,
Yeah, you ain't got to hug it. I'm not
you remember the whole stepdad or stepbrothers?
Yeah.
When they went to shake hands and he's like, give you a hug, Mr. Joe back. Like, you don't know. It gets awkward like that for me with people because unless it's somebody, if it's Joe or the kids.
If I'm like close with somebody, then I'll like lean in to hug them. But if it's just like a coworker, like I'm gonna acknowledge it.
I'm gonna be honest. I'm not. I don't want to toot my own horn here, but I probably won't give him a hug.
Yeah,
but that's my personality.
Random person?
No, but like
I thought you were the person at work.
A coworker.
Yeah,
Still kind of.
but people at work,
Still random.
people at work literally say that me and this another guy are two nicest people in the building. So I mean, me, yeah, I'll probably let's just. I hate to say this, unless it's a woman, because I don't want a woman to be like, oh, he touched me.
Yeah, nowadays, well, no, now.
For real, because you just got to be mindful of that.
You
But
have to be mindful.
I will ask, like, hey, Shannon, are you okay, or something like that. But
Can I get you some tissue?
All right, yeah, but yeah, something like that. But like, yeah, like one of my, hey man, you cool? You all right? You good? All right. And I've had to do that because I work with a bunch of people who are young. Like, prime example was guy working second shift. He went home on break, caught his girl cheating. I had to tell him. Like,
He came back to work.
That's a bad day.
Right. Listen.
I ain't coming back.
Let me get y'all the story.
Praise the Lord.
Somebody died.
Praise the Lord, because somebody probably could have got hurt had he not come back.
He went home on his break, and this is when we were working those hours, right? Mm-hmm. Just, went home, walked in. She was on the couch getting tossed around. Now,
I can't
You
stand
did not need to.
say that.
Is that what he really said?
I almost spit this shit
Or that's your vision.
That's your vision.
I'll tell you how he told it to me.
Oh, okay. I'm thinking he
What
tried
did you say verbatim?
No, he said she's getting tossed around. He was crying, and I was like, I didn't feel any empathy at the time because I felt bad because I was like,
You didn't laugh at that.
I didn't laugh at him, but I was like, bro, he works second shift. Like, and they were working 2 to 2 at the time. I'm like, a woman at that you're missing everything. You're missing all the important shit of the day. That's the whole
Especially
day.
you working a job where you can't, just be on your phone.
Yeah.
We all going 5, 6, 7 hours without communication.
And I was like, let's be honest, you gotta be realistic here. You done miss dinner. You done miss all the important. Yeah, you done miss all the important.
And if her cup already was
Conversation pieces.
half full,
It's
it
full
was
now.
in a danger zone. Hey, I'll tell you what. I sleep with that thing under my pillow. So,
But hold on.
not that she would ever do that, but take heed. Take heed.
His whole defense was, I pay all the bills, blah, blah, blah. She don't care about that. That's not important.
It is
Like,
not.
you working 2 to 2. She gonna give it up.
Back to our original. Back to our original. It's not important to a woman.
Thanks.
To a young girl, maybe, but even still, at the core,
And even then,
emotional.
she's still going to want more.
Yeah.
Whether you want to believe it or not, she's still going to want more.
Hey, let my girl work 2 to 2. Oh, really?
you're terrible, bro.
No, I'm just being. I'm not terrible. I'm just being realistic.
If she worked 2 to 2,
You work
might
2
as
to 2
well
at
tell her,
Target.
like,
Yeah, I'm gonna tell her like, hey, listen,
this ain't for us.
we here, but hey, when you ain't here, oh,
Well,
But she's a nurse.
Greg, here's
Saving lives.
a question for you, Greg.
you better get on
How did
first. I'm on first now. You better get on
That's
first.
7 to 7, though.
That's cool. 77. That's cool.
That's not the whole day.
Well, hey, Wheel of Fortune don't even come on 7:30. We winding down.
But
Well, no. Here's my thing. Like, how do you? I'm 36. You're 35. How do you have the mental capacity?
My fault. Go ahead. Oh, go ahead.
Here, generalize it. 30 and up. How do you have, especially men, 30 and up men, how do you have the mental capacity to juggle more than one woman?
They do.
I don't.
I'm
being
I
funny.
just-
I'm podding. I'm really just podding. I really don't. I can't.
I don't have the mental
I got enough
space nor the
personalities
energy.
for
Bingo.
I do.
Bingo.
I
It's like
can only-
Gemini, you know.
Now, at 30, I could juggle multiple women, talk to multiple women, but now, nah, I get frustrated because I'm like, all right, you're getting on my nerves. And what's the point of even texting somebody else? Because they're going to get on my nerves.
That's that Virgo in me. That's that Virgo.
So, yeah, one woman at a time.
I that's where I struggle, I guess, because
Oh,
like,
you're a cheater.
no.
Okay, I'm just talking.
Oh,
Go ahead.
Okay, I'm like,
I don't know what happened to. I don't know what
Is that your work
It
phone?
probably
Yeah,
did.
it's a word for. No, it's not dead. I think it's because I didn't open up the actual camera app.
Oh, okay.
But yeah, y'all go ahead.
But for me, like dating, like being single and trying to date, and you know, they say just date, date who you want, and I don't have the mental capacity to talk to multiple guys because I get
Gemini.
irritated. And it's like, even like a friend of mine, she's like, oh, get on this dating. I was on that dating app for probably 3 hours. And it was so overwhelming. And they just start everybody's message. There's 50 messages in 5 minutes. I said, delete. Because it's too much. It's too overwhelming. And I would rather just share conversation with one person. But I also learned not to just always just throw your eggs all in one
That's how I am.
basket.
That's how I am with this. Like for me, it's all Snap and stuff. I just be like,
I can't.
Rashad, can you come look at this really quick?
No,
No, like my PC. So I was playing my PC, and
pause.
no, and you know, and the fans were full blast up.
Capacity for that. I get overwhelmed. So it's like I said, you get 50 messages in 5 minutes. I'm like, yeah, delete. I'm done. I can't do this.
I just don't understand. Like, and I think it has a lot to do with this Virgo. I don't want to be bothered.
Yeah. And then, like, say you're texting somebody, or say you might be texting 2 people, right? Let's say hypothetically you're texting 2 people. And then, you may really start to like one, or you end up exchanging numbers with somebody else that you really start to like, and everybody else just start irritating the hell out of you because your interest and your focus is elsewhere. So, I don't know. And then, guys don't have any game.
No.
They just
who don't?
They just
Who
don't,
don't?
like.
Oh, you're
And
talking
that's
to the
where-
king of Riz.
Well, hold on. Game changes as we the game changes as you grow.
Don't do that.
Don't
do that.
You got to cater it to your age bracket. So what?
Don't do that.
What are the guys? What are the guys?
So I'm 30.
Yeah.
I'm 30. And I date older guys. I always have. And they don't got no game either. Like, it's just nothing. I'm mental. So if you don't connect with me mentally first, you're not going to get anywhere. You're not going to get anywhere. But it's just like, they don't even, it's just, I don't know. I get bored, I guess, more so. Like, I get bored.
The Gemini.
The conference, like, I feel like I'm leading the conversation. It's like, I don't like that. Like,
You want to be courted.
yeah.
You want
I'm
to be
very
courted and talk to like.
But it's just like, even if, like, so, I mean, let's be real. Guys, they want sex. Whatever. And if something else comes with it, then it comes. But most guys initially, that's their main thing. I can be honest enough to say, are y'all in disagreement with me?
Nah.
Y'all was just both like staring at me like,
I mean, me personally,
No, I didn't
I'm
realize.
also-
I think I misunderstood what you were saying
Me-
initially.
me-
I
Like,
said initially, guys want sex.
well, no, I'm thinking that they coming at you like that. Like,
Oh,
listen,
no,
like
no.
I'm just.
I'm just saying I guess what I was getting at is whether they come forward and say that, are upfront about it or not. I know, really, that's in game.
Right. I'm just saying this. I'm gonna speak just for me. And now,
Okay, chocolate deluxe.
whatever. Y'all gonna run with that? Go ahead. Run
You
with it.
said it.
I know. I just said it and I meant it. I meant it. But
own it.
what I was gonna say is, at this point, sex is everywhere. Like, I need something more. I need something with a little bit more substance. Cause sex is just icing.
Was those conversations?
Sex is just icing on the cake. I need the eggs and the flour and all that. Like, I need that.
For real. No, that's why I said, like, I am very mental, and a lot of guys don't know how to really penetrate that.
Never mind.
They don't. No, but
We paused, so I can't say what I want to say.
they don't know how to penetrate that, so they don't get anywhere. And another thing is because I am okay being by myself, like that messes with a lot of ego. because
That's a
I-
killer.
I-
That is a killer right there.
I don't need sex. I don't need that. That don't move me. You know what I'm saying? You
No.
come to my DMs like, well, you want to do X, Y, and Z. That I'm like, ew. Because who else are you saying this to? You know what I'm saying? That don't move me. That's not my.
I just want to get back to the men don't have no game.
Okay, go ahead. Go ahead.
Because I feel like this is the greatest era right now of game. Like, I feel like
Where?
I'm a part of it, so.
Men hollering at women at like gas stations and stuff. And
You don't think it's the greatest era of game? It's the greatest era. Are you serious?
Absolutely
I think
not.
This ain't like the 70s.
I think this is a great era to put your game on display. Doesn't mean that everybody has it.
I got it.
You got to think, but Greg, you got to think, man. We came up under a different cloth, though. Like we came up from some '70s babies, so we had that knowledge.
I can name.
We had that knowledge, and we were in a place where we really wanted to expand on it and put it to work. You said you date older men, so the men my age right now, let's say you're 30, I'm 35, 36. Somebody my age is like, man, by the time I was 33, I was tired of running game. I was tired. I'm gonna be for real with you. I just wanted to be real.
I just tell the truth.
I just wanted to be like, listen, listen. I'm coming out of this. I'm coming out of that. I'm living in California. This is what I can bring to the table.
The truth is gonna get you further anyway.
absolutely.
The truth is gonna get you further anyway. That's what a lot of younger dudes don't get.
That's a
The
jewel.
truth will get you further anyway.
And I'll just speak to myself. I'm not gonna put us all in the box, but for most women, we know what we want too. I might want to have sex with you too. You know what I'm saying? But like I said, it's just there's a way to do it.
Yeah.
There's a way to go about it. You know what
A
I'm
je ne sais
saying?
quoi.
Yeah, and it's just like I said, if I might be on the same page, but I'm not just going to you jump in my DM and I jump in bed. Like you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
We're not doing
Come
that.
on, dude. Well, that's the thing. That's where I'm glad you caught me up. A, but B, I didn't understand that men wasn't operating like that. For me, I'm like, yeah, this is a gimme. Like it ain't even for myself. Like I got to the point to where, before her and I got together, and she, like, I think it's funny, but she'll give me a every now and then. Like she knows. Like I tell her one, this ain't free. This is this is not free. I took that Drake track seriously. Like shit. Like you should be paying me at this
Hold on.
point.
This one we haven't.
Push him down.
And I'm
it's
not
bothering you.
I'm not saying sexually. Like I'm not saying just sexually. I mean like in general, like this conversation, my time, my presence, the piece that comes along with it, A, and B, the piece that I know could be put in a awkward position depending on where this goes. Like this isn't nothing about this is free. Nothing about this is free.
I think the biggest thing is we've yet to allude to.
So when's his birthday?
He was born in May of last year.
Gemini.
He's a Gemini?
Probably.
Oh, fun.
Probably
Yeah.
on that cusp. Lord bless me.
Different women bring different stuff out of me.
Yes, but a man has to be ready for that to come out.
Yeah. I think with emotionally intelligent and emotionally aware men, like I heard it on what is it? I forget what it is. It's where they go around the country and they have these types of conversations. I forget what it's called, but yeah, an emotionally aware man, like he ain't letting you in. I was self-aware. I wasn't emotionally aware. So I knew my boundaries, I knew my limits, and I wasn't good at setting boundaries, but I knew where my boundary was. So
That's important too.
Yeah.
Boundaries and knowing, what you're willing to compromise
Yeah.
and what you ain't. Non-negotiables.
Man, that's about to be on the next pod, B. That was one of the next. It's like you read my mind, you're Gemini.
What's your non-negotiable?
Especially if you getting compliments. What's in there?
Those ear rubs right there. He likes being cuddled too. But yeah.
Man, listen.
Cuddle and rub my ears.
This together.
He like, don't stop.
You don't put that little paw on you, like. And the good thing, the good thing about bugs just being drawn to you like that, like, I'm big on energy. I'm big on energy, and I've become a snob with my personal energy here lately. So to know that my dog is just, her dog, but we ain't gonna go there. But just to know that the dog is feeling you like that, because dogs will let you know. I'm a firm believer. A dog will let you know somebody ain't right.
And he is typically a friendly dog, but he will, if somebody comes in the house and he will growl at them if he's not. He's like, I don't know about you. He'll growl if he doesn't feel it.
We got time for our next topic, or do we need to shift it to the next pod? Because we done got deep with this one. This was, and again, what you can expect from us on the Pressure Podcast is just organic, just an organic flow. Like, we're gonna go on tangents. So if you don't, if you need something a little more organized and structured,
Right.
This may not be the podcast for you. But we appreciate you, coming through, taking a look, dropping a like,
Dropping a love. Yeah, go ahead and drop them loves in there.
But yeah, like this was definitely an in-depth look. I feel like this was a fusion of some good conversation and some therapy, to be for real, because I'm learning more. So I walked away from this.
It's good to have these kind of conversations though, because you're getting everybody's opinion, outside perspective, and everybody's opinions and how everybody like just works differently.
Yeah, because you two are women, we're both men, but we see things differently. So I may agree with you on something, and she may agree with Greg on something. Like, it's just because we're of the same sex doesn't mean that we're of the same mindset.
Right.
Yeah.
So, and for you to be 30, you done went through.
Yeah.
So you got the life.
It ain't free, but
Exactly.
But yeah, I definitely have experienced a lot. I hear all the time I have an old soul. I'm not ahead of my time.
I could definitely
all the time.
I'm definitely
ahead of my time.
Yeah, I've experienced a lot of things.
So, if you don't mind me asking, your family dynamic when you grew up, was it just you and your grandma? I heard you talk about your grandma earlier.
Yep, I grew up with my grandma. She got I guess what I learned later down the line is they called guardianship over me when I was like 5 months old.
Okay.
So I was with her my whole life till I moved out as an adult. My dad, he was in school, then he was in the military, and then when he got out of the military, he wanted to be a thug, so he's a thug. And my mom was in Springfield. I mean, they both were just, young. They lived their lives.
No.
But it was just me and my grandma. I grew up an only child, so I don't like sharing things. Never had to. I struggle with that. I have a 14-year-old now.
Man, take heed. She ain't the one.
Thing that I learned, fuck, you just love me. That I learned being in a relationship with someone with other children too, which he had multiple, but I know that I can't. He would have to have really good balance.
Yeah.
Because just the attention that I personally require.
Come here.
You can't be spread super thin.
Yeah.
It's just that's
well, no, I mean, again, it's
that too.
Being self-aware and taking these learning lessons from
So you need time
relationships.
Yeah, quality time is solid.
Do you feel like you need to be the center of attention for a certain amount of time?
I'm not egotistical.
No, I didn't mean like that. Like, you need not the center of attention. Do you need his undivided attention for a significant amount of time?
Yeah, I feel like everybody does. We need one-on-one time just as well as you probably would need it too. I'm not saying every day, all day, but I need those date nights. Even if it's at home, we order pizza and we watch a movie. You know what I'm saying? But that undivided time, no work, no phone, no kids. I have two of my own. I have a 14-year-old and I have a 2-year-old. She'll be 3. So Yeah.
You know, it's crazy because I'm taking so much from this.
Well, I mean, we had talked about, our therapist had told us, like, how often do you guys get date nights? And I feel like we do get a significant amount of date nights because we just have so much support when it comes to the kids.
That's great.
But
I
what
want
I
to do
did
more.
mention was a lot of the times when we're doing date nights or whatever, I feel like the majority of them, like, almost always involve either another couple or another person or family or whatever. So I told him, like, we need to make it a point to, like, even if it's one night a month, like, you and I need to just go do something alone, because I enjoy going out with our friends and our family. Like, that's not necessarily quality time for me. So
Yeah.
Well, nah, yeah, we definitely gonna get that together. But I want to start doing them during the week. Like, I don't know what it is about us just being me and you one night during the week that's an extra decompression from work and life and home.
Yeah.
That's key.
Because it should the comfort, your comfort. I mean, you should have it with yourself, but it also you should find that safe space in your other person. You need that safe place to land after those long days.
I'm sure somebody that.
and I do, like, I know it's rough sometimes because I'm stressed out by the time I get home from work, and I do take it out on Rashad a lot of times, but Rashad is my safe place. That's why I feel like I just, like, unleash everything on him,
Releasing that bag.
Yeah.
Hey, you need to start playing some Luther Vandross on the way home.
I decompress. I decompress in silence, and I don't know if it's a man thing but just the drive home might be enough.
Can I ask what you do for work?
I work in Westerville. I am a medical biller and coder and a medical assistant, but I'm in school right now too for medical sonography.
Okay.
So
Okay.
We got a lot of moving.
we got a
lot
lot
of
going
moving
on.
parts in this life.
Both kids are in sports, softball, baseball. My daughter does cheer, so it's a lot. We don't have a whole lot of time through the week to do anything but
And that you'd
work
be
and school and
surprised.
kids.
You'd be surprised how much that hour commute
It's
will take
hard,
out of a
yeah.
person. Because she's leaving at high traffic time in the morning and leaving to come home at high traffic time in the evening. So, while I love her job, I love that she enjoys the job. I'm like, baby, like, please, like, I can see how taxing it is on her.
It's stressful.
Versus if she could find something that pays remotely, yeah, just in the ballpark.
It's hard to find somewhere around here, especially that pays what they pay me.
Yeah.
So that's difficult. It's also stressful because we're like a private practice. So there's like 3 of us billers and it's just us. Like, we don't outsource anything. So, if something's messed up, like, that falls back on the 3 of us. It's not, it's tiring. It's exhausting.
Then the drive back, like, she's gassed by the time she walks in the door. Like, I have to be intentional about telling the kids, like, hey, give her 30 minutes. Don't ask no questions.
That's what I
Don't ask. If you got a question, come talk to me. Give her 30 minutes before.
I used to try to have dinner done, house clean. Hey,
That's that consideration.
when mom walks in the door, you
I
zip it.
remember when I was working in Dublin after I had my youngest daughter, and me and her dad were living together. When I went back to work, I started working for this place that's called Quantum Health. And we did, like, basically customer care for employee-sponsored insurance plans. So,
Okay.
very familiar. Wasn't stressful. That was the best job I ever had in my life. But Dublin, from here to Dublin, that's a nice drive.
Yeah.
We just took the kids there yesterday. That's 50 minutes flat from here.
I was having to be there by 9 a.m. and then I was getting off at 6. So, and I would get up in the morning, feed the baby, get her dressed to prepare her for him to take on. You know what I'm saying? Which I really shouldn't even have to do that. You know what I'm saying? But I would do that.
Yeah.
And then I would get off, and if he had to work that day, then I would have to come home, pick her up from my grandma was watching her, pick her up, then I go home. By the time I eat, I'm tired. I'm done for the day. I have to feed her, give her a bath, and we're in the bed. And then he would come, he's getting off at 12, 1 o'clock, and he's mad because I'm in bed sleep.
Right.
I'm tired. Or say he is off that day, and then I get home, and he's ready to hand her over because he's ready to get in the shower. And it's just like, but it's like, I understand you've been home all day and you've been with her, but I've been out. You know what I'm saying? It's just that
Best
understanding.
thing he could have did and hindsight's always 2020, and I learned this from my OG. Best thing you could do for a mother with a child under the age of 4 is when she gets home, especially if it's a 9 to 5, 9 to 6, or have some bath water ran. You ain't gotta have food made.
Yeah.
Have some bath water ran and a book or something in that bathroom to just go take a bath, decompress.
Yeah.
You can pick up the baby when you get done, but
Well,
you need that time.
If I was home, and he like say he was at work, then he come home, and it's not even then he's ready to shower. He wants to smoke. He wants to do all these things. I'm just like, okay.
And I do feel bad because I know I take my, my temper and my anger out on my kids and Rashad sometimes, but it's like, I don't need to. I've just had like a long day and then I get home and like something needs done. I need to wash a load of scrubs. My daughter needs me to sign her homework. My son's asking me a math question. And then I'm like thinking like, I have to do this and this and this to prepare for tomorrow. And it's just, I just feel like it's so much. And you're doing it Monday through Friday.
Yeah.
Like my schedule's like the exact same every day. It's exhausting. And it's like, I know everybody does it. Everybody has a schedule, but I just feel like this is my life. Like this is what I do day in and day out. It's
Well, no, it's just good to, and we could actually cut the pod, but no, let's keep it rolling. It's good to hear it from other people, like what you're living and going through.
Do you have any input, Greg?
Yeah, my bad. Yeah,
I can't.
first of all, I've been focused all the time. Okay, let's not do that.
It's that undivided attention piece, brother.
Yeah. I think like you guys said balance. It's all about balance. Just understand each other's like time and space and energy and space. Mom gets home, she needs 30 minutes to herself. You need 30 minutes to herself.
Yeah.
Like I was setting timers a while back.
It's hard because he'll tell them like give her 30 minutes, but like I told her, it's like my mind, like you said, your mind, you've got 30 conversations going on in your head. My mind's constantly going. I'm like, I don't have 30 minutes to just sit in my bedroom. Like, yeah, I can make time for 30 minutes, but in that 30 minutes, I'm like, oh shit, I have to do this. I have to do this. I have to do this. Like, it's hard to take 30 minutes for yourself.
I think that's worse with women because you guys, it's almost like a pressure. It's a unspoken pressure that's there. Like I have to, and it's hard for y'all to relinquish certain pressures.
And I had to learn that too, working customer service call center jobs because I worked there. I worked for Victoria's Secret customer service.
Oh yeah, down at
Kettering.
Yeah.
I did that for 2 years. And then we did it. They sent us home, and which was great to be at home. But then when you send me home and my kid's at home too, she's skipping class internet, throughout the house. I'm arguing with customers, arguing with her.
You talking about like COVID?
Yeah, like COVID hit, and they sent us home. But then the kids are sent home too. So it's like I'm trying to be focused here, and I gotta monitor her down here, on my own. It's harder. But I guess what I was getting at, I got sidetracked. But I had to learn to make that time for myself. Like, sorry, you getting hot and ready tonight because
here's what I'll tell both of y'all. I can't be shit for nobody if I'm not good for myself.
Yeah, you're right.
Like, and keep that in mind. Like, there's times where like when I first started my job and everything, like I was the bank. Like anybody could call. Oh yeah, I got you. It didn't matter what it was. Perfect little story. They all went to Chicago one week. I think it was you, Corey, and Wade. Like I want to say y'all went to Chicago right after CJ passed. Yeah. And Wade called me and he was like, "Yeah, man," and I didn't realize he was joking. Like it's 2:00 in the morning. Like this is a normal call. Like it's 2:00 in the morning in Chicago, so it's 11. He comes, "Hey man, yeah, we just finished. Really wish you was here. We about to go to the strip club. Can you wire me $2,000?" Like I said, he was joking. Like he A, they weren't going to the strip club. B, he didn't need the money. But it's like, oh well, shit. If anybody, and in my mind, I'm like, if I know anybody got it, to give it back to him, you like, all right, like here, boom. So I just sent it, but I got to a point to where I got to a point to where money wasn't, COVID cracked everybody.
Right.
So money wasn't flowing in as much as it was. That my overhead went up. So, I had to balance, and I got to a point to where, I'm sending out text messages, and I didn't really have to do this, but I did it because I knew people were used to being able to make the phone call. Hey, shit's about to get a little tight.
I remember getting
So
that text.
it's about to get a little tight. So, and again, that was me stepping back to say, if I'm not good for myself, I can't be good for you. So I have to make sure that all my ducks is in a row,
Right.
so I can be good for everyone else. So, but yeah, take that in every single way.
I definitely had to learn that.
Take care of yourself emotionally,
Yeah, you
mentally,
can just
physically. Yeah.
Eat that Lunchable, whatever you gotta do. I don't know.
But
And we feel bad when we have to do that, but it's
I don't. I mean,
Y'all ate
sometimes if I tell her to go in there and I'm like, there's Lunchables in there, and I'm like, really? You could have done a little bit better than Lunchable, but then I'm like, yeah,
Especially when they want to be picky. Hey, look.
listen, they're
You got
fed.
ramen noodles. You got a frozen pizza.
Listen,
You got a Lunchable.
Bugsy.
Pick one.
real
I
shit.
cooked yesterday too.
Leave her alone.
Listen,
So
as an adult,
Get
like sometimes,
your
like
stop.
you be so tired and mentally drained, but I'm not cooking today. Like as I made a ham and cheese and I grilled it, I was like, shit, I'm not cooking today. I'm
when
not.
my kids is gone, I'm like, you know,
Yeah,
you can do
like-
what you want. You ain't gotta worry about. If you're not hungry, it's just like, look, I'm telling you, the kids will. Especially my youngest, she just wants to eat.
oh no, that's our 13-year-old
my
now.
God.
And it comes in spurts. Like he'll eat you out of house and home for 3 weeks, and then you take him out to dinner, and he don't even eat what you order. What he ordered. I'm like,
Yeah. Like I think it was yesterday. She ate a Go-Gurt, a Lunchable. I had Texas Roadhouse that I had to go. She ate that with me. You know what I
she
mean?
wasn't playing. She
just
grown.
eats.
She's growing.
And she's like, Mom, I'm hungry. No, you're not. Go with that iPad. Go play.
That and boredom will make you think that you're hungry.
Yeah.
Boredom will make you think that you're hungry.
Girl.
But you know what? Hey, we done went off on one of our tangents. Like I said earlier, if you ain't down for a tangent or two, if this the tangent that you can't really relate to,
And
You
she
know.
had pancakes. I just thought about that. She had 3 frozen pancakes. Like, girl, I just thought about that.
if she like pancakes, we might have to invite y'all over for breakfast. I done got the recipe
She's
down.
always
Always making pancakes.
No,
That's her daughter's favorite.
Yeah, my grandpa Kurt, he used to make them for us. God rest his soul. Boy, he made the best pancakes. I'm talking about better than Cracker Barrel. It'd be nice and fluffy on the inside,
Pancakes are so good.
crispy
I've
on
never
the
had
edges.
Cracker Barrel's
Oh
pancakes.
my gosh.
I get
pancakes?
the French toast. I'm a French toast.
I am.
I'm a
too.
French
I am
toast
too.
guy. I ain't gonna lie.
Listen,
That's
I
French
would choose
toast?
French toast or waffles over pancakes, but I always get pancakes at Cracker
I
Barrel.
get
Always.
French toast, fresh strawberries, powdered sugar.
Listen,
Hash
that's
Feel free to bring baby girl over.
Yeah.
that's French toast. Farmer's daughter in Urbana.
Farmer's daughter.
Are they still open?
Are they closed?
No, they're still open.
They're still open?
I just think their hours have changed. All those restaurants in Urbana have really weird hours.
They do. They really do, but they got the best French toast.
You're not going over there to her. You are getting hair on her pants. She doesn't want you right now.
Well, we just want to thank you guys for listening in to the Pressure Podcast. We had a good one today. Like the smile on my face, I hope it's evident through the tone of my voice. But again, well, thank you. Definitely want to.
I still got lots.
Oh, this will definitely be a series. But Joe,
This is just part
Shy,
of it, and they did not win.
we want to thank y'all for y'all's presence. I'm pretty much neutral in this one. Like I said, I believe in it, but I think I understand the balance for a man. And we're gonna end on this one. For a man, because we add emphasis to physical, it's going to feel worse with women who physically cheat. For women, because the emphasis is on emotion and connection and bond, emotional cheating is certainly a thing to be aware of. Ask your partner if she believes in it or ever heard of it. And B, it's definitely going to be some issues if she finds out that you emotionally creeping, especially with your work wife. So keep that tucked in the back.
He work, don't trust him. No. He got a job, don't trust him.
Really? Men can't have work wives? No, I'm just kidding.
Hey, that's another.
That's another day.
Yeah, that's another.
Part two, cause hey, they wildin'.
I see you looking at me, but
Yeah, I'll say what I said. And part two. I'll see me part two. I'll have more support. I have more support for you on part two.
who's gonna be the support? Nobody's gonna agree.
I'm gonna bring a ringer in. Don't even worry.
Who?
Oh God. No, there is nobody named Ring, but he's going to bring in somebody who he knows will play devil's advocate. Full devil's advocate. But again, we thank y'all for joining us.
Real quick. Hold on, real quick. I just don't see how. I just don't see how if we texting, I'm like, hey, I had a bad day, right?
Why you ain't tell me you had a bad day?
Because I can't. Because right now we're not good on our communication. You're not a safe space.
But why are you not good on your communication? You should be fixing it.
Hold on.
Oh my gosh, I got a good one.
But then if I get somebody pregnant and have and create a child with this person, I don't see how that's not considered worse. That's not considered worse?
People be wanting a safe space, but they don't create safe spaces.
Oh.
That's all I gotta say.
But I do create a safe space.
How are you creating a safe space when you're creating a new one?
Hold on. I would never put somebody through hell and expect heaven. That's not. I don't work like that.
Right. But what I'm saying is, if I know right now me and my partner's communication is not well, why in my mind would I think communicating with someone else is going to make it better? Your grass grows where you water it. I hope y'all still listen.
Time out. What if you watering it, but the clouds is blocking the sun?
The grass ain't always green.
I'm just saying.
It's still gonna grow.
I'm just saying. Part two.
I don't understand. If your communication ain't going, like, what makes you think it's gonna work with this other person?
No, I'm not trying to create a new relationship. I just need somebody to vent to.
So why does it have to be another woman?
Because men don't understand what men go through sometimes.
You don't have another friend that could listen to you? You don't always need somebody to respond. You need somebody to listen. You said you need somebody to vent to.
That's right. Like the cameras on. That's right.
He shook my hand, y'all.
For episode for the emotional cheating episode 1, we are going to call that checkmate. Shy. And again, we want to send y'all off with love and happiness and peace. Do all things in love. Joe, thank you for joining us today.
You're welcome.
Bugs, thank you for joining us today and getting Shy's pants all messed up. We got a lint roller upstairs for you if you need it.
This is our French bulldog.
This is our French. Greg J. Rose.
Yeah, we'll be back. I got
What's it, sexy chocolate? What is
Chocolate's a lot.
Shy, you gotta let that go. Matter of fact, Shy ain't gonna be back for part 2.
They're gonna be asking for like, where is Shy?
Shy, we definitely gonna have you back. We need to see when your schedule would allow for it. Like this was a dope experience. And if you made it this far, again, thank you for joining us. And with love, we're out.
Peace. Roll credits.
Dodge snakes while I make it shake. It's not an option, ain't no eating off an empty plate. Steady pace, I gotta keep my lower self in line. You know the devil get to playing with an idle mind. I stay aligned while I'm mastering the 7 seals. I'm weeding out the people who don't keep it real. I'm getting mine and getting close like a poltergeist. Fight through the pain like a samurai. Yes, I'm the man, show you right. Nowadays in this game, ain't nobody safe. If you ain't down for the team, stay in your place. In my day, we used to mask up to hit a safe. Now niggas gotta mask up to save face.